I want to ask one more question to Andre before we turn it open to the audience. And you get all the tough questions because you're not elected by someone.
Right.
Someone's paying you to do this. It's a tough question, but it's an easy one at the same time. Are you optimistic about Detroit? And if so, why? And can you be specific? And if not, why?
I'm very optimistic, quite honestly. First, it starts with the person that's in place right now, Mayor Bing. Yeah. And he has a vision. And I think he's brought in some very sharp people, besides myself.
I'm working for him too.
I don't work for him.
Sorry, I had to.
What does that mean?
To really help craft a realistic and, most importantly, an implementable vision for Detroit. Because if it can be done in Detroit, it can be done anywhere. And Detroit is not going to be the last city that, and currently is not the only city that's facing these issues. And quite honestly, this is not to sound, excuse the word hokey here, but it's the people. There's a very, and you know this, there's a very, you know this as well, very strong will. The spirit in Detroit is very strong. And they are committed. And they are not going anywhere. And I think there are really people who are invested in Detroit for the long haul. Not what is going to happen in 5 years, but what's going to happen in the next 25, the next generation. What is my Detroit that I've experienced for not only my generation, but generations before? What is it going to look like? And I think the other reason why I'm optimistic is because I think Detroit, despite it being down somewhat, I think with the leadership that's in place now and the connections that they're making, they're actually, for the first time in decades, really starting to think about themselves outside of the Detroit southeastern region.